Okay, here we go. Once again, Monoprice 5 watt all tube, old Zenith 1955 tube radio. I'm going to take this amp, recab it into this thing. So first off, I'm just going to disassemble this whole 5 watt, see what we're working with, and then I'm not sure how far I'll get in this video, but I'm going to take this thing apart. I'm going to take this thing apart, and we're going to do some swaptronics. Here we go. Okay. Okay, there's the Monoprice amp. This is what we're dealing with. So, real clean. Kind of disassembled the 15 watt. They are real clean, clean design. I've not taken apart an amp in a long time. My main amp way back in the day was a Deluxe Reverb, and it was a rat's nest inside. But you know, it was a much larger amp than this. Pretty cool. I think it's going to be no problem width-wise, length-wise, of course. I'm not sure. I'm not sure yet. I'm going to have to think about this. Whether I want to. The easiest thing to do is just put the controls on the back and just leave the front of this just like it is. All we have back here is an external speaker. Be easy enough to move that if I ever wanted an external speaker, but for this application, I think I'm just going to mount this in the chassis facing backwards. You know, wrap my power cable around. I can put this on a dresser top or something, and just have a place to plug in and jam out. So let's get the speaker out. Wow, that was so easy. This is going to be a short video probably. Okay. I'm gonna have to go get me a tool. All right, then let me go get some tools. And here is not big enough. Okay. Back to the drawing board. There we go. You know, I love these little cabinets, even though it's probably less practical to put it in that. I just think it's cooler. So, practical is not always cool. There we go. Celestion Super 8. I have a feeling that's going to fit. Okay. This little cabinet here has a flaw in the grill cloth, I noticed. It's just a little flaw. It looks kind of weird, but not a big problem. Probably sacrilege to this old radio, but it's not something I'm ever going to use. I restored it, I recapped this, and it's fully functional, but who listens to the radio anymore? This old cabinet out. Now notice this has an aux input. So I thought I got this old amp. I said, well, if I can fix this, I can use this as a guitar amp. But really, this is a hot chassis amp. So depending on how you plug it in one way, this is ground. You plug it in the other way, this is hot. And these old radios are made to work that way. And that's why they're, this cover, and they're not user serviceable supposedly. Anyway. It's just something I'm never going to use, so why not repurpose it? There's the old, and just look at the difference in the circuitry. For that little 5-watt amp. I don't know what the wattage on this thing is. This point to point. I recapped all this, got it working. I had to replace it. Had this, I can't remember. It's an antique version of a diode. I cannot remember what it's called. But I bypassed it with a diode, sort of a part of the rectifier. But that's that old thing. Now, see what we're dealing with. I got the shims, factory shims, to put that in there. It also has these tweeters in here as well. Let me see how the speaker fits. I'll have to do a little cleanup work. There's some foam. Interesting, there's some foam in here. From 1955. Yes, that fits perfectly. I'll have to drill some holes and get some screws different than the prior mounting. But let's see, with that in there, is the rest of this going to fit? I have a feeling we're going to have a problem with the tubes that interfere with the speaker. What if yeah, that's still a problem. Still a problem. So maybe not. It seemed like a neat idea. But maybe not. That speaker is just not going to fit there. The chassis would be no problem. But it's just not a great fit. I should have measured first. Anyway, I'm not happy with that. Not going to do it. You're not happy. So forget about it. But this is what you get. This is your 5-watt. Let's see what we got on here. So 2016 18053. TEC5T. Well, this is the it says 5T/15T, so that's probably the same board that's in the 15 amp. This is the 5T. So TEC, I don't know who that is, but both of these amps, the 5 watt and the 15 amp, were TEC. This is a TEC 5 and that was a TEC 15. So let's get here. Anyway, I love these little lamps. I love the design. See, completely unbranded. I mean, nothing. Maybe there was something here on the side that's been scraped off by the clips. And I cannot read it. This preamp tube, completely unbranded. So we'll talk about JJ tubes or whatever. This is a completely unbranded tube. Well, since I'm not going to do the Zenith, it's going back together. I guess my puppies got bored. They left. Went back downstairs.